ano nga ba ang retirement benefit? So retirement benefit is a cash benefit paid to a member who can no longer work due to old age. So hindi na makapagtrabaho dulot ng katandaan. So ano ba yung mga qualifying conditions natin para ang isang miyembro ay makwalipika na makatanggap o makapag-avail ng ating retirement benefit? Okay, so for the age, okay, so meron tayong 60 years old. So yun yung ating optional retirement age. And then we have yung 65 years old naman as yung ating compulsory retirement age. So for those who are asking, wala na bang mas bababa, sir, doon sa 60 years old? Actually, meron. So for racers jockey, okay, so from 60 na optional retirement age and 65 years old na compulsory retirement age, so pinababa siya to 55 years old, yung compulsory retirement age. Okay, so that is effective May 24 of 2016. So again, also yung date of retirement should not be earlier than that date. Okay, so aside from the racers jockey, pinababa din po yung retirement age ng ating mga mine worker. So again, from 60 and 65 years old, actually, nung March 13, 1998, pinababa to 55 years old. And effective April 27 of 2016, pinababa pa siya lalo to 50 years old. So yung optional retirement age. Samantalang yung compulsory or yung tinatawag natin na technical retirement age naman ay binaba naman sa 60 years old. Okay? So yan po. So again, for ibang mga nagtatanong sa atin, for regular workers, okay, so again, 60 and 65 years old tayo. 60 optional, 65 years old compulsory retirement age. Okay. So ano yung other qualifying conditions natin? Para makatanggap ng monthly pension ng isang retiree, kinakailangan na meron siyang hindi bababa sa 120 contribution. So that's our magic number pagdating sa retirement. So pag chinek natin yung records natin at nakita natin na meron tayong at least 120. By the way, 120, that is equivalent to 10 years kung tuloy-tuloy tayong naguhulog kay SSS. But then, again, pagdating naman sa retirement, not necessarily na tuloy-tuloy itong 120. Basta nakaipon tayo ng at least 120 prior to the semester of retirement, then pension po yung matatanggap natin. If kulang siya sa 120 months, then ang benefit po natin will be in lump sum. Pero ito po ang kagandahan kay SSS. Meron tayong option to continue paying our contribution to complete the 120. So pag pumunta po kayo sa mga branches natin, nag-inquire kayo ng inyong records, nakita ninyo na meron lang kayong 100 contribution. Sabihin na lang natin, member is already 65 years old. Automatic po ba na lump sum benefit? Hindi po. So, meron po binibigyan natin ng option yung ating miyembro to continue to pay their contribution para mabuo yung 120 months, thus for them to be entitled to receive monthly pension. Kasi po ang kagandahan kay SSS, kung tayo po ay qualified na tumanggap ng buwan ng pension, una po, meron tayong option to advance yung ating 18 months pension. So yung 1.5 year pension natin, pwede nating i-advance yan. So for our retirees, kung halimbawa nagpaplano siya na magtayo ng isang negosyo o di kaya naman medyo kumbaga pampagawa ng bahay, pampadagdag, di ba? So pwede po niyang i-advance yung kanyang 1.5 year pension. What else? Every December, may 13-month bonus tayo na pinagkakaloob sa ating mga retirees. Okay, so times 2 po ang pension nila every December. And kung meron siyang minor child or children, meron din po tayong pinagkakaloob na dependence pension. So ano po ba itong dependence pension na to? Ito pong dependence pension ay pinagkakaloob sa legitimate, legitimated, legally adopted, and illegitimate child or children ng isang retiree. So pag sinabi nating child or children, so yung edad po nila should not exceed 21 years old, unmarried, and not gainfully employed. Kung sakali naman po na ang isang retiree ay may anak na congenitally incapacitated, ibig sabihin po, incapable of self-support physically or mentally, kahit po over 21 years old na po yung bata, tuloy-tuloy po na ipinagkakaloob natin sa kanya yung dependence pension. Okay. So for the dependence pension, Okay, so pinagkakaloob po ito up to 5 minor children starting from the youngest without substitution. So priority po yung ating legitimate, legitimated, and legally adopted. So kung halimbawa kulang po sa 5 para mabuo yung maximum na 5 children, po pwede po tayong kumuha sa mga illegitimate child or children. However, kung more than 5 dependent children na siya, preference will be given to the legitimate, legitimated, and legally adopted ones. So magkano po ba yung dependence pension? Dependence pension is equivalent to 10% of the basic monthly pension or 250, whichever is higher. So yung dependence pension po, matitigil po yan kung yung bata po ay nagpakasal, enters into common law relationship upon reaching the age of 18 years old, or has reached the age of 18 while in a common law relationship, or kaya naman po naging gainfully employed siya, or umabot na sa edad na 21 years old, or recovered from disability or incapacity, recovered from disability, or kung sakali po na namatay. Okay? So yun po yung mga cases natin na kung saan pwede pong suspend yung ating dependence pension. Okay. So balik ulit tayo dun sa retirement. So normally, yung pagdating po sa age of retirement, familiar tayo dun sa 60 and 65 years old. Pero pagdating po sa date of retirement, 4 po yung possible na date of retirement natin. So yung una, yung ating date of separation. Okay? So date of separation, applicable po ito sa mga miyembro age 60 to 64 years old. So yung sinasabi natin date of separation is separation from employment. Halimbawa, yung miyembro meron na siyang 300 contribution and he is already 60 years old. Nagpaalam na siya sa company niya, sa employer na siya ay magre-retire na. Pero pinakausapan siya ng employer niya na magstay pa for 2 more years para i-train yung papalit sa kanya. So pumayag naman siya. So nagstay pa siya ng 2 taon pa doon sa kumpanya. So ang tanong ngayon, kailan yung magiging date of retirement niya? So yung date of retirement niya will be yung date of separation, yung month na wala nang papasok na contribution. Okay? Second, na possible na maging date of retirement is yung 60th birthday. Itong 60th birthday natin, very significant kasi sa mga miyembro talaga yung 60th birthday. So marami siyan, gusto talaga nila yung date of retirement nila is also yung kanilang 60th birthday. So if that's the case, kung may mga kilala kayo, halimbawa, lalo na yung mga participants natin dito na employer representatives or employers na nag-abiso sa kanila na, sir, magre-resign na po ako, ma'am, magre-retire na po ako, pagtungtong ko ng 60. Okay? Kasi gusto ko ang pension ko will start also on my 60th birthday. Okay? So if that's the case, halimbawa, ang birthday ng inyong ng isang miyembro, sabihin na lang natin November 10. Okay? So November 10 next month. Okay? So dapat po, okay, on or before end of the month following yung birth month, okay, dapat po ay separated na from employment yung ating miyembro. So kung halimbawa ang kanyang birthday nga po is November 10, ibig sabihin on or before yung date of separation na nakalagay doon sa kanyang certificate of employment, dapat po hindi yan lalabas ng October 31st. Okay, so it should be October 31 or backwards. Okay. Then third, 65th birthday. So that is regardless kung ang miyembro man ay employer or hindi. So again, yun yung ating technical retirement age. Okay. Then last is yung ating month after the semester of 120th contribution. So again, applicable to sa mga miyembro na nagkukumpleto ng 120 para sila po ay makwalipika na makatanggap ng monthly pension. Okay? So again, yan po yung ating 4 na date of retirement. Uulitin po natin. Date of separation, 60th birthday, 65th birthday, and month after the semester of 120th contribution. So paano po natin kinukompute naman ang pension kay SSS? So natukoy na natin yung date of retirement. Ngayon pag-uusapan naman natin paano ba kinukompute yung pension kay SSS. Okay? So, di ba, most probably, baka yung iba sa inyo, di ba, naku-curious, paano ba nagko-compute si SSS ng pension?